Hey guys, I'm Matt with King Machinery, standing here with the King of the Grass Blackout XD. So King of the Grass historically been a stand-on mower. Saw so much success with it that Spartan decided to go with a ride-on version, and this is it. Just starting off, I would start with aesthetics and how it looks. I mean, I don't know if you care about what your neighbors think about your mower, but I would say you get some attention with this one. It's blacked out. It looks really good with the orange accents, and that's just sort of the surface stuff. We'll go way deeper in this. It's just sort of our review here at King Machinery. We want to start at the front of this mower and just work our way back in this review, point out some of the features and give you our opinion on them. Let's start with the front Tweels. Again, they're not called wheels, they're called Tweels. There's no air in them. These have 4-spring shock system with multiple adjustment points to give you the smoothest ride possible. While we're up here on the front of the mower, there's LED lights on the front, and I know that you think, man, I don't really need lights, and I kind of thought that too, but you know, there's certain times of year in the spring and the fall where that light really pays off to have on your mower. The leading edge of the deck, which by the way, always going to have that 7-gauge steel deck. The leading edge of this deck, really good to knock down Bahia grass and certain types of grass, depending on what region of the United States you live in. You work your way back, you got the magnetic pin here on the blade height system, which is really nice and easy to do, and you're not going to lose your pin, which I'm sure you've done in the past. We'll keep going backwards and we'll get into the operator station of this mower. So one feature that I know I like is having these armrests, and you wouldn't think they're that big of a deal, but people really say that they like those. You have this knob here which allows you to make more adjustments than you would be able to make on a, I guess I'll say a lower end mower. This is sort of the Cadillac of Spartans. Just to kind of show you really quick some of the things that I would do in this mower. When you're operating it, you know, typically you would use your hands. Sometimes if you're on it for a long time, it's even nice to just put your hands back here to operate it. It just helps you with comfort. Of course, there's going to be a deck height that can be done electronically on these mowers. And that's really nice because you don't even have to use the pin system if you don't want to. As you move around to the seat, this knob here allows you to adjust to the amount of suspension you would like, depending on what your favorite is. Some people are mowing on very difficult, bouncy, kind of beating you to death ground. Some people nice and smooth, so it helps to have that. There will be a 12-volt plug, like a cigarette lighter plug, and a lot of people say, why would I need that? Well, I know charging your phone is important here in this time and age that we're living in, but a lot of people are using them for these spray kits. They'll put a sprayer on the back of their mower, then they can drive around their property and spray, and it runs the electric motor on there. You've got 2 giant fuel tanks on this thing. So let's say you're a landscaper. This is a perfect mower for you, and we're going to get into sort of how it operates right now, which is going to help you a lot. With the 2 fuel tanks and the Tweels, you have to stop less to fill it up, and you don't have to worry about a flat tire. Now let's work our way back even further towards the motor, and you're going to see this giant silver container. This is signifying and showing you that it is a Vanguard with the oil guard system, which means you don't have to change the oil except every 500 hours, which is a game changer for somebody who uses their mower often. I know this is a little bit trivial compared to some of the bigger items, but it does come with a cover so you can take care of your Cadillac of the Spartans, keep it looking good. On the back, it's got these rear scalp wheels, which are going to obviously help you a lot in situations where you're on a hill. This is a 40 horsepower fuel injected motor, so you don't need to run the choke and all that if you are trying to crank it on a cold day. You have a attachment on the back so that you can add implements, maybe a striping kit. Every now and then people will try to pull trailers with them. It's a little bit hard to do with a zero-turn mower because of the way they kind of jerk and pull when you're operating them, but it can be done. The PTO switch on these have a lifetime warranty on them. It sends multiple electronic pulses to the blade, which knocks down on some of that violent starting and stopping that some mower companies offer. So when you pop that bad boy right there up, it sends all those electric pulses to your blade. It really makes a difference in how the mower operates. The roll bar itself can be folded down. I know that a lot of people are mowing in places where there are limbs hanging down and things like that, or maybe you got to go in a overhanging gate or an alleyway of a barn maybe to get on the other side of your property. So that's kind of nice if you're, or even going into your garage. If I were to give you any negatives on this mower, I would say that we have found that these Tweels, the rear Tweels, don't hold a heel as well as a tire with air in it that the Spartan mowers all come with. Now, not saying that these are not doing a good enough job. I think that they're very comparable to any of the mower on the market. It's just that the Spartan mowers with the tires that have air in them are that much more special. So I can't find anything really other than that I would complain about with the mower. The deck height, by the way, I'm gonna lift this up and show you guys. The width of the deck is that such that it causes a vacuum. It's so deep that when the blades are spinning, it kind of works like a helicopter opposite almost, and it pulls the grass up, making a nice clean cut. So that's a big game changer for anybody that wants their place looking really nice. Yep, Spartan mowers. This is the Spartan KGZ, King of the Grass XD Blackout.